What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Sei Network. So let's get into it. Sei Network has been touted to be one of the fastest layer 1 for trading. Sei is a project of Jeff Jang and Jay Jog, a former Robinhood software engineer. But one thing to keep in mind is that it's not an exchange, but rather a layer 1 to facilitate and provide the infrastructure necessary to build a decentralized exchange. So think of it like a decentralized NASDAQ. Say is a new chain promises to facilitate mass adoption through a new mechanism called parallelism, something we'll cover later in this video. It's a first layer 1 specifically designed to optimize trading around DeFi, NFT, and GameFi. To figure out the success of these networks, you need to understand the people funding these projects, and Say has some new heavy hitters when it comes to its financial backers, the likes of Jump, Multicoin Capital, Coinbase, Delphi Digital, and GSR Venture. Say is trying to solve the trilemma that faces most cryptos today, which is scalability, decentralization, and capital efficiency. Do you do this with a built in order matching engine to easily match buyers and sellers in a parallel form, with finality being achieved in 600 milliseconds, which makes Say the fastest Cosmos chain with finality of 600 milliseconds? So the bigger narrative here is parallel execution. It's a sophisticated solution that allows independent classification and simultaneous execution of transactions. Unlike traditional sequential execution method where transactions are processed one after the other, parallel execution enables multiple transactions to be processed concurrently, significantly improving the network's performance and scalability. Parallel execution optimizes network's capabilities, enhancing transaction speed and reducing associated costs, all while ensuring compatibility with EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine. There are several protocols that have already launched or set to launch on Sei, with its ecosystem showing over 119 projects ranging from infrastructure, gaming, DeFi, NFT wallets, and more. The likes of which include Sushi, XDeFi, and Kepler. So now let's take a look at what the charts are telling us, right? We're looking at 1 day, 1 year chart. One thing to keep in mind is there's not a whole lot of data available for us to determine our pivot points and our resistance and things as such. We do have this little wick that was initially when it was listed on Coinbase, I believe. So let's keep that in mind as that being a resistance around a dollar, right? And what we have been doing lately is let's actually look on a shorter term frame as well. So first, let's look at daily. We have been forming this little bull flag, and every time we break out of this bull flag, we have an upside move of approximately, let's see, about 45%. We did that once, and then we consolidated sideways, formed that bull flag, and we had another run of 45%, 50%. And we have this other bull flag that's actually being formed right now, but you can't really tell. So we'll zoom in on a shorter time frame. Let's see if we can see something forming here. We do have this little basis support right here. We have this basis support right around that 44, 45 cents area. And we have this little resistance line that's been in place. We've been running up against it, but every time we would get there, we get rejected. We have a shorter term resistance around that 55 cents mark. That was our pivot high, most recent pivot high, around 55 cents. So we once if the rest of the crypto assets are coming in, and especially Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is leading, pulling more money in, then you would see the rest of the crypto assets, altcoins specifically, perform in that specific direction. So keep an eye out on that 55 cents as being zone number one resistance. And once we break out that 55 cents area, then I do see long term potential to push to that $1 mark. The other thing is when I look at Say Network, charts are more short term pivot points and resistances, and like gives you a good point as where to go in, buy or sell. But the more important thing is the money flow into this. So if you look at the bottom of the chart, we have a very consistent positive money flow that's been coming into this network. I'm both understanding from the point of fundamentals and where this network could be going in the future and how it can potentially compete with Solana. So keep in mind that the fundamentals do matter. Charts do matter in short term, but fundamentals matter in the long term. So keep an eye on that. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. I'll do my best to make more of these videos. And one thing to keep in mind, guys, that all you guys, when you subscribe, like, comment, it does really help the channel a lot. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks, everybody.